Only thing I might get done is room the table. Sucks. Yes. Anything interesting over here today? Nope. Over here? Nope.
I don't know how to play this.
Listen. You just hack your way through the game, okay?
Dolphin, I'm sorry, but I've got to run. Oh, I'm sorry.
What the fuck did I just say?
Why are you running? Oh, that's why you're running.
What's going on?
New circus babies. The circus pit.
Oh, you're the inferior circus.
And you're looking a little bit.
I am Lolbit. I am Mark 4. Version 4.
I must say you look adorable.
Thank you. I do. I'm very happy with my design. Very nice. Now, I'm currently very confused by this because I've managed to get 4th place.
Oh, okay.
And I can't get any higher because 1st place is filled by someone with like -20 called like Star. 2nd place is like someone called Glitch Trap, which isn't even enough. Like, I don't know how I got that many in his thing, but it's someone Glitch Trap. And it's like -23. And then 3rd place goes to, once again, they did the whole name glitch thing, and it says Freddy, but it's like, it's not, it's like, there's a specific statement that's like, not from this dimension, and it's, I don't know how, but it's like not from this dimension. Wait, there's a note.
Oh.
I'm being called a loser, and that I'll never beat them. No matter the dimension. What the fuck is this about?
So do you know the reason why they ran?
Oh, that's because me and Tails told them to.
Oh.
Well, you know, you're not exactly the best person to be around.
At the moment, I can't be asked to kick anyone's ass. I'm not even in the fit state to.
Yeah, but you certainly try, and you're very aggressive, even if you don't try.
I must have one of those chill days.
You are a very advanced piece of technology.
Thank you.
See, they understand my language. They know it's a compliment.
So, I guess, good luck getting close to them.
Because they're going to avoid it like the plague. So, you know, not to be mean or rude, but I really do not like it.
Dear Circus Baby, do you mind telling me where did you get that card?
It's a card to my room.
Last time I checked,
I don't think your room has.
Card.
Yeah, I don't think your room has a security card for it.
How would you know? You haven't been there since.
Because no one else's room other than Springtrap's has it. And Springtrap has a reason for having it.
Pasta Puppet also has one.
Not surprised.
Pretty sure I had Tails having one somewhere.
which was taken off of him.
No, that's for the security office. He had one also somewhere else.
Yeah, that's his personal room downstairs. He's had that for a while now. You'd have to ask someone for that level of security,
Mm-hmm.
which also implies that you stole a piece of security, which I doubt you did, just because of its difficulty to install. So where'd you get it?
Well, I can give you the honest truth right now. You want me to tell you a biscuit lie?
I very much like the truth,
You know when I was in the ring?
considering I
I
rarely
wanted to
hear it
just
from you.
leave. Remember when I was in the med bay?
Yes.
And I just suddenly all I can see is paw.
Restrained.
All I can see is. Do you mind shoving your paw through my head?
Restrained. Restrained.
I'm not planning to run off. You're putting your paw through my face.
Fork over the key card, cunt.
It's not your security level. I don't think I should.
Give me the key card. Until you can prove that you should have it for some other reason, we will be having it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it, okay? So difficult.
But like I was saying when I was down there, I used it out. I was planning to give you back anytime anyways.
Uh-huh.
Look, it gets boring down there.
You
I don't
realize
I don't like being down there.
you do realize why I find it hard to believe that you were gonna give it back.
I was. So-
Ay.
So, ran a poll on like the forums of Tales and stuff. A
Mm-hmm.
popularity poll as to what the public opinion is on you. You are not doing well. Like you've
And
upset a lot of people.
I know that.
How did you fuck up this badly?
I was. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I'm gonna go find my friend.
Are you gonna say something?
Not anymore.
So you just gonna say something? Then you confuse me.
It's okay. I only heard it, so it's fine.
I don't do well under pressure.
You tried. Sorry,
I'm gonna get canceled. My sales are gonna plummet. Circus, you don't understand. My capitalist marketing. My income. My revenue.
As long as no one says anything.
My PR reputation. It's all gone.
Well, dude, it could be salvaged as long as no one says anything. Right?
I'm gonna have to hack the fourth wall. I'm gonna have to bleep it. I gotta hack the YouTube channel.
Sorry, I ran off. I just Nitty and Mr. Tails told me that I had to avoid the Circus baby. So
I mean, she seems very unpleasant. I ran a popularity poll on her. So apparently she's supposed to be friends with certain people, like certain fun times. She has a 2% approval rate
oh, that's not good.
out of 100. So there's 98% that don't like her, and there's literally like 100 people in the building. So
What do you
We
do
have-
to get that
we have-
badly hated?
We have like 4 wire animatronics in the building, and 3 out of 4 of them want to kill her.
Okay. What the violence seems to
Gendo
be very
doesn't like violence, or
It-
does
it-
he? I can't remember.
Violence is very common,
mhm.
and that's why we have a security team.
So do most people just die here?
Surprisingly, we haven't had as much death as I'd think there would be, considering the amount of danger we have.
You didn't
Could
sit.
could you show me the upstairs? I was told about it, but I wasn't exactly shown.
Sure. I can
I
do
have
that.
a plushie.
Yeah, you
Yes,
have a
you do.
plushie.
You also have a plushie, Circus.
I see. So does Ballora and Foxy, and Freddy, Bon Bon, and the Bonnet? Question mark?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, it's named Bonnet.
That tail's got a plush.
Yep.
What was he talking about when he was saying "don't try and capture me" earlier? Well, when I got here, they were talking about something. I don't.
I mean, when it comes to capturing, the only thing that comes to mind is a Nard. Because Nard just has been trying to kidnap, 3rd-generation models.
Yeah, but he wasn't talking about capturing me. He talked about you not getting him. Is that
Well, as part of the security team, it is our job to detain any problems that may be around the building, and Anard is one of them.
okay?
Yeah, the upstairs. You know, so these are the offices. Dr. Eden is right there. He's a blind therapist.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he's
nice.
also human. So,
oh.
yeah,
I guess
We-
as long as he's not down in the security office, then, huh?
I think I need to stay away from him because I just says because she's also blind. We're used to living with blind people. Person. But basically, I just vibrate sound at all times when my headphones stuff are off. Like my thoughts are so noisy and stuff. Like I am a sound bubble. So if I'm around him,
I think
He's a
he'll
human.
Be,
We
and he
we
doesn't
we
have the vibration sensors to see around.
You know,
so
you're
he'll probably
pretty
just be
loud.
confused.
Drop kick the child.
I'll add that to the list of damages.
Um,
No.
But she's got one arm. Like, she's holding.
And she doesn't want it. It's okay.
Okay.
What do I not want?
To be fixed.
I've been thinking on that lately, but it's not anyone's got to do it anyway.
We've had like 3 different technicians offer.
Yes. At the time, I didn't want it.
You weren't kidding when you were saying that she was damaged. That looks bad.
Yeah, shot, drop kick, arm pulled off, gashes from a nightmare animatronic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not entirely sure because my memory's fuzzy, but I think I've attempted my own attacks on her once or twice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Do you want some help up?
I'll be fine. Just have to use the wall.
Okay.
But
Yeah. A lot of damages.
Oh, I've been told that you're not very nice. So, I'm a bit, scared, I'll admit. She's staring at me. What do I do?
sweat and daydream. Yeah, it'll be fine.
She, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like, you can interact with her, just don't, like,
Don't touch.
no. I mean, it's not like she can do anything to you anyway. It's just don't be too strong about certain things, I guess. Definitely don't bring up her father. That is something not. Yeah, she can agree.
Father?
No.
No, I'm asking about, who not to mention.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm making this stressful for you, okay? It's just...
No, it's fine. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Huh.
So, wow.
No,
Half of you have...
not fucking today. No.
Oh?
Oh, so the shock for you.
Go fuck yourself.
That's
That's the
not nice.
person you don't want to talk about.
Yeah, so that's Springtrap. Also, her father. Yep.
Oh, that's the one I'm not supposed to bring up.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It sounds rather hostile, so I think otherwise.
When he's brought up, I just seen is I have the nerve to punch him, but I don't.
Maybe not assault your father. That's not nice.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think he'd be able to do much anyway. I mean, he's a massive molding rabbit and you're the circus baby model. We're not exactly. Beef straight.
Don't remind me.
That's a long story.
Mm,
The
I-
spirits and souls and such.
spirits and souls.
It's right, you're newer.
Mhm.
It's a common theme in this franchise that most of our animatronics are possessed by dead people.
Lovely. That's
Yeah.
great.
So
Yeah.
I better get on my way, but
So, sorry, I didn't mean to bump. There's your
thank
drink back.
you.
I'm sorry. Oh, no, take.
That was awkward.
I feel weird and I don't appreciate it. And
So do I. I'm just gonna.
what did you do?
I tripped.
That's that.
Are you okay? What is going on?
Something doesn't feel right.
Agreed.
Did you do something? Did you do something? Are either of you okay?
No.
I see some sort of like string, and it goes to her, and I didn't see it before, and why?
I don't deal with this stuff.
I'm.
I suddenly want a father figure, and I don't know why. I don't have a father figure. I don't have a dad.
Particularly on me.
This hurts my head now. I want dad. I want dad.
But you just said you don't. What?
I don't have a dad.
What?
I don't. I'm scared and confused.
You are confusing me.
I'm
And I
confused
don't know what to
myself,
do
and
about it.
I'm just trying to readjust.
I feel like you did something, but at the same time, you're as confused as her, and she couldn't have done anything because she's new and is so innocent. And I
Do we need spring?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what
Do
to
we
do.
need spring
I
trap
don't
for
know.
this?
Yep. Afton, open up.
Do I have to
Yes, please.
open the wooden doors? What? What
So
could you
they were just fine a moment ago, and then this circus baby tripped and accidentally made contact with this circus baby, and now she's saying she wants her father, but she also said she never had a father, and now she's equally confused, and I just don't think she knows what to do, and I don't know what to do. Everything's really blurry all of a sudden, and I can't deal with this. I need, please.
Why do I always have to babysit?
Because technically one of them is your daughter.
Yes, one of them, and yet I have to look after all. Why do you sound like a sad fucking puppy?
Because they basically are. No, Afton. I'm gonna pass out any minute now. And I can't.
Pass out in there on the fucking workbench. What is it?
Yep.
Yep, just-
mhm,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what did happen? What did you...
I went to go somewhere and I tripped into her.
Daddy, I'm scared.
I'm okay, same, but
Elizabeth!
yes.
Oh. Stay here! I'm not leaving! I'll be right back, Des! Fuck.
This
Uh,
isn't good.
this
This
is
isn't good, is it?
no. I'm not sure. It feels awkward as well.
I have memories that I didn't have before, so
I have visions of places I have never seen.
would one of them have might is one of them a lab?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a me. That's a me thing. And
Uh,
I'm assuming the little kid is you.
Yeah.
Oh, great. What is this?
I don't know. I've never experienced this before.
I don't like this. Is this the soul thing that Nitty was
I
talking
think
about?
so.
Because I didn't have a soul. I was just AI, and now I'm. Am I a soul? Half a soul? What? Like you were full. See, I'm asking too many questions.
You can ask them.
What were you? Were you like half or full? Like, how did the possession happen?
I was captured in this by a claw.
Did the capturing mechanic backfire?
I think
Because
so.
we're supposed to capture alive. Oh well, that's what.
Well,
we're supposed
I
to-
was
we're supposed to
alive
capture
when it captured.
Are you two okay?
No.
Who in the hell are you?
Hi, I'm Security Puppet.
That's tales about it.
Springtrap!
Nice to
Right.
meet you.
You two, come with me. Come on. I know where Nitty went. Not my problem. She's
It
kinda
looks
went in
like
the
you have
back
a little
room.
room back there. Maybe they went in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's where they went. Now shut the door.
Oh, okay. Oh. You want me to leave or?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I very
Bye.
much would like that. Right. One of you sit on one side, one of you sit on the other side. This is not how I thought my day would go. But my new day never goes how I think it will go. Okay. I hate using this thing.
Papa, what are you doing?
I am checking something.
I don't like the sounds of that.
Called a remnant scanner. I made it. Checks levels for remnant, agony, shadow remnant, stuff like that. And it can trace to more specific P. Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
The way he drones on like that, it never is never good.
Diddy,
Hi.
can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Holy fucking Christ. I can't believe I need to do this. I need you to call Rockstar.
Oh? Are you sure?
I just need him on the phone. I don't want him here. I need him on the
Okay.
phone.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh,
Alright.
fuck me.
Let's see. Number's a little blurry. I got this. It's just a number pad. Okay. Okay. He's on the line. Or at least it's starting anyway.
Hello?
Garrett!
Oh, fuck up. What do you want?
You remember how you, me, and Lefty, after poker night, got really drunk and fucked around with some spirit shit for science?
Yeah.
Remember that device we made?
Uh-huh.
Tell me. I don't know if it's inaccurate or not, 'cause you know you're drunk. What do you think the probability is of it being inaccurate for saying that both two animatronics contain the same soul? From the same fucking person?
Well, if the soul is split in half in such a way that it can share and retain and make new memories while also being separate from each other, it is very much possible in quite a few ways.
Do you think that's possible if Circus Baby touched another Circus Baby and then both of them just kind of suddenly fucking... I'm saying two Circus Baby models collided. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm panicking.
Well, number one, I'm so sorry for you. Number two, yes, very much possible.
I hate my fucking existence more than I ever have suddenly. And I didn't think that was possible. I thought my least favorite child was Michael. I'm starting to reevaluate my ranking list.
Yeah, it sounds like you're having a swell time there.
Hang up the fucking phone.
But okay.
Oh, yo, is that Nitty? Hi.
Okay.
First, I discuss. This has happened to me twice in the same fucking week. You know something funny, Nitty?
What?
You know something funny, Elizabeth?
Mhm.
The first, I suppose,
Yeah.
because there's two of you now.
Yes, father.
Your brother Norman.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out there's fucking two of him.
Oh.
So Norman's with Shadow Freddy, and technically there's Shadow Freddy, there's Iris, and... But also, the same thing happens with Golden Freddy. Because there's Golden Freddy, there's Cassidy, and there's Norman. And of course, Shadow Freddy is essentially the shadow parallel to them, but also Shadow Freddy's supposed to be Fredbear's shadow. But also that's inconsistent, because Fredbear doesn't have a shadow. and that only it only happens if you have a shadow and that shadow is missing, and the Babbit is in his shadow, and Spring Bonnie's shadow is RXQ. The Babbit ain't Fredbear's shadow. I don't know whose it is. Might be the fucking timekeepers. I don't know. It ain't Fredbear's. Shadow Freddy's isn't Fredbear's, as far as I'm aware. It's Golden Freddy's. So I don't know which is the real one. I don't know which is the fake one. I don't know if there is a real one. But tell me, what the fuck do I do with you two?
I don't know. Or
You've crashed, Nitty. I'm just gonna point that out. Sorry, Dad.
yeah.
I don't care. Okay.
What
What's your
happened?
opinion of me?
I don't know at the moment.
What's your opinion of me?
You're my dad, and I love you.
What's your opinion of me?
My father, I have mixed emotions with you.
Angsty teenage girl who never leaves teenage phase. Sweet wholesome child that died and shouldn't.
Oh.
Huh.
Are you okay, Nitty?
I
he's-
am having a lot of my own mixed emotions about this.
So I'm just gonna quickly turn off your hearing parts just for a minute. That's off. Turn off your hearing ability like that.
Oh boy.
We have fucking two of them!
I understand that.
This isn't like the Norman situation where it's entirely a spiritual thing, because Golden Freddy, I can't even fucking touch him, and I can't fucking touch Shadow Freddy, who's a literal. See, with Shadow Freddy, it's that the ghost spirit child is with Iris. It's fucking Shadow Freddy. Norman in Shadow Freddy is like sweet innocent child that died. Right?
Right?
Meanwhile, Golden Freddy has taken that, but they developed, and they grew up into a more teenage phase. And currently that's the Norman with Golden Freddy. So it's interesting to see the same exact fucking parallel with these. This is sweet, like, 7-year-old child that shouldn't have died, and died because of their own curiosity and my neglect. And then this is child who's developed to pass childhood phase and become an angsty, bratty teenage cunt. Alright?
I hope you don't mind, but I called the stress ball. Because it seems like you kind of need it. Just to either pummel or...
Violence is sometimes the answer. And right now, the decision is who the fuck do we kill?
They say they're here.
Okay.
Well. So.
Get Dr. Malpractice.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. He opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, no, I hate it. Get Dr. Malpractice.
Okay. Uh-huh.
On.
Oh.
So I'm
Mm.
getting molten.
Huh? Oh.
Why?
Whoa, is that an edit? No, I didn't like him. And he doesn't like me.
He just doesn't like me.
And it is a little scary, but
Agreed.
yeah, he didn't attack, so that's nice, I guess.
Never go near him, do not trust him, and it is terrible.
Can we keep Molson
that.
away from me, please, Father?
I'm here! Come in! Alright, so. Fucking what?
Magic Man.
Magic bullshit! I hate magic!
Neither do I. Now. Oh boy.
Hello again.
I
Hi.
didn't think I'd see either of you in the same room.
Molten Elizabeth's spirit is split in half and is in one of both of them.
So am I
This has
here to...
happened twice this week with my kids.
Is that the Norman situation you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, Shadow Freddy, Golden Freddy. Which, honestly, I find that one worse, because one of them is with my arch rival.
Okay. So am I here to kill one of them or try and fix them?
Ow!
I'd appreciate nothing, apparently.
What is your input on this situation? What do you think we should do?
Oh well.
Other than murdering and fixing them, what do you think any other options would be?
Well. I'd say... Tails is forming a, Tails is filling out a form to send, that one to the scrapyard.
Elizabeth the First.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I'm hearing that this isn't my problem and I just have to wait it out.
Exactly.
Amazing! Brilliant! Okay. I'm going with option number 3. Because you ain't touching my fucking kids.
Alright.
I don't trust you to do that. I don't trust you with remnant shit. For all I know, it's actually gonna get absorbed into you by accident.
Fair enough.
What if you're already high remnant levels and you already hugged Molten?
No, it's only gonna happen if it's like physically exposed remnant to remnant.
I mean, like,
Okay,
you weren't half possessed. That's what's happening, right?
yeah,
You weren't
yeah,
half possessed last time we saw each other.
Here's the thing. For example, I'm me. There's no suit, this is all remnant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm touching him. I'm touching him. Touching him. Nothing's happening.
Full brick.
Nothing's happening. The reason why is because I'm not just exposing my literal soul to him for him to touch and take. As long as you don't physically expose yourself, metaphorically, spiritually expose yourself, then you're fine.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Do I count as the Grim Reaper?
Or would you?
That's
Well, if I can just absorb souls, like I'm made of souls, but I've never heard any of them like speak or anything like that. So I just assume that they're either suppressed or dead souls. So just like the body of a soul, just formed into metal.
Yes, how
So
can new one would they become conscious?
I don't know, and I don't want to test it.
You're not in it. Good for you. Already love you more. I mean, I already did because you're cooler than him, but also like, fuck that guy. But also more brownie
Yeah,
points.
anything specific against or is it literally because he killed that one circus baby?
Wait, there was a third.
Wait, what?
It's second model.
There's been 4.
Oh,
Yeah, it's technically first and third right there. And then
Your 4th generation. The best one.
objectively
Ouch.
true.
I'm saying from a robotic standpoint, they're the most advanced. For example, their fan blade isn't fucking exposed!
Yeah, that is, yeah.
fine.
I mean, from what I can unfortunately remember of my death, it seems like their capturing mechanism broke halfway through transportation and punctured. So that's great. Ugh.
Well, if you didn't know that, you know that now.
Actually, I think I've just traumatized myself. I feel great.
To forget that. Why the fuck did you remind me?
I think I've just traumatized myself.
You just remind me about this.
I want to go cry now.
Hey, Moody Life, I feel no pain.
Yeah, how's that stress ball feel? The business
You
going
punch
for
him.
you?
You punch him. See how you feel.
All right, man, it really works.
Can we go
It's
along?
starting to
Can
work less for me because psychologically, the more you try, it's like screaming into a pillow. The more and more you try to do it, the less.
So,
Yeah,
I think I want to go to my room and cry.
Sam,
You even have a room.
the office is technically
well.
my room.
I do actually. I
Yeah.
got the location one.
Yeah, she claimed it because this one over here
prefer
kept
to be
saying they were
upstairs.
gonna use it and it never did.
For some reason, I prefer to be upstairs.
I mean, fair enough.
Alright.
I mean, you're closer to Dad, so.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is gonna happen. Molten, you're gonna go with Elizabeth to the first, back to their room. I'm going to escort Elizabeth the second to their room.
All right.
No killing!
I wasn't going to.
I don't want Enid anywhere near either of them.
Come on.
Baby, thank you for coming
Yep.
and subjecting yourself to physical torture. Alright. Come on, Elizabeth.
Coming.
Come on, other.
Okay.
Fuck it. Ay. I know I hate you and all, but God, this is stressful.
It can tell.
Like, this is stressful for everyone involved.
I'm just confused. Very.
Well, I guess I'm gonna leave you here.
Okay.
I mean, have fun. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'll have fun with the stones and stuff.
Yeah, like throw them at the wall or something.
Motherfuck!
Oh, that didn't sound like a good thing. Father isn't happy.
Yeah, just throw the rock at the wall or something. I don't know if you were righty, but learn to use your left hand.
Okay. Uh,